Hello, this is Miss Lally, and back out here in my garden again. It's Friday, February the 18th, and yeah, checking out my collard greens. So these are Georgia collards, and in my last video, I was saying how look, they don't have any holes in them. I only saw this right here. And I squished the worm that was, you know, causing this damage right here. But it seemed like no sooner had I opened up my mouth and said I had seen the cabbage moth fluttering around here today, Friday. I happened to look out my back window, and what do I see? A cabbage moth fluttering around my garden. And so it's about 5:30. Feels like it's about low 60s, upper 50s out here. It is a little breezy, so there's a coolness in the air. I'm loving it. And I came out here, and I just finished going through my Georgia collards, plucking off eggs. But the cabbage moth wasn't really coming after my Georgia collards as much. It went after my dinosaur kale. I'll insert a picture or a couple of pictures of what I was looking at on the dinosaur, the lacinato kale. It really hit my lacinato kale a lot. Well, let me go over there. This is today's harvest. Tomatoes, eggplants, beans, and peppers. It was really over here hitting the lacinato kale a lot. I mean, I was just plucking the eggs off left and right over here. By the time I seen the cabbage moth, it was over in the garden over there. But I didn't know it came over here with its sneaky self laying all its eggs. But I came through and I plucked them. I went through every single leaf, looked every leaf over. And that's what I got to do. I don't spray anything. I don't, I was trying to get into doing the neem oil, but I never, with pest control in my garden, but I never really took to doing that. So I don't really do anything. Hold on, here's a plane. Okay. I don't really buy anything or put anything on my plants, my edible plants that I want to grow. It's not always economical for me to do that. So what I'm trying to rely on is creating an environment that is more hospitable to the good bugs. So I want to give the MPV trophy to the wasps. For this year, because they have been patrolling my garden, and I feel like the pest pressure in my garden over the summer and even now has been very low because of wasps. Wasps were constantly patrolling my garden, and I did have leafy. Here come another plane. Made me lose my train of thought. But what I'm trying to say is the wasps patrolled my garden a lot this year, and I looked up about what wasps go after food for food source, and it is caterpillars. Oh, that's what I was saying. I did have leafy some leafy greens left over from last winter and fall that continued to grow, and I noticed that even though they did get attacked, they didn't get attacked to the point where the plant died. It's like that plant was able to deal with the attacks from the caterpillars, but the plant survived. And even now, there are leafy greens that have the mixed greens I mentioned in my last video. They are still thriving because the pests weren't so severe that it destroyed the plant. And even there's a red Russian kale that I didn't plant, that was volunteer. It came up in the summertime, it got attacked, and now sitting from over here, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, it's that. Can I get in? Right up in there. That red Russian kale, the leaves look very good. So the MPV award goes to the Wasp for patrolling my garden and getting after a lot of the pests. So now the temperatures have cooled off. We're having cool nights down in the 50s here, and 60s during the day, 60s, 70s, but the nights are getting cooler, and I haven't seen any wasps. The carpenter bee just straight stopped showing up. So something's pollinating my bean plants, but definitely the wasps have stopped showing up. So now it's up to me that I need to, come out here and patrol my garden, make sure, the cabbage moth is not out here having its way with laying eggs, and then the eggs turn into caterpillars, and, do stuff like this. So, hope everyone has a fabulous weekend. Happy fall, y'all, and happy gardening, and hope everyone that is participating in doing fall gardening have much success, great success in their fall gardens. I got potatoes, they're still growing. I'm happy with my wood chips over here. Everybody got wood chips around them. These little tomato plants that sprung up, they still trying to grow right there. So, hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.